is. It's unlike any other in sport. As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the New York Giants.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from FedEx Field. Steven Sims now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30.
Return. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go, go, go. Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. And watch the lane.
Here's Haskins to throw. And incomplete to open things up.
That was well defended. They clamped down on every available receiver. Just got to give the win to the defense on that snap.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Let's go. 57. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go. 57's Mike. 57's Mike.
Throwing again. Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down.
At the 42-yard line.
A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line.
Peterson, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
2nd and 6. Now it's AP, Adrian Peterson. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
They go play action now. Haskins. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep them clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have to contend with a 3rd and 13.
Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here's Haskins out of the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The Giants.
Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
He's brought down at the 40.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. That's Thomas Davis on the sack. Came in the league way back in 2005. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Greg Stroman back deep waiting for it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over at the 20 in a scoreless game.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Tackled at the 20.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. One of the things you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Haskins on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, Something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open. That makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Looking to throw, Haskins. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kyler Fackrell just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. No score after 1 on EA Sports. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Haskins. His throw incomplete. Blake Martinez, the linebacker, was there in coverage to disrupt.
Incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins to throw it. Slings this deep for McLaurin. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 69 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. After a fairly uneventful first quarter, that last play, that'll make a few highlight clips.
It certainly will, and you're exactly right. The first quarter almost felt like a feeling out process, didn't it? Both teams, okay, what are we going to do? Looks like they ramped things up just a little bit to start the second quarter.
And it's good to make it 7-0.
Good. Makes the score our home team 7, visitors nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
21-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Catch made by Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Jones now to throw on 3rd down. And Ingram hauls it in. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down.
A gain of 7.
First target, first catch, and a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. operating from the gun. Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the 37.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. It's caught at the 10. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown.
Touchdown.
Darius Slayton, 63 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
The kick is
and this
good.
one through the uprights and good.
The game at 7. Graham Gano.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And, oh, that's one he's going to want back. A poor kick. It heads straight out of bounds.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Peterson. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Adrian Peterson.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down.
But they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. And that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
They run again on first down, Peterson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
At the 13-yard line.
2nd and 8 coming up.
Check, check. Watch it before. Watch it before. Let's go, baby. Let's get that ball. Let's get that ball.
Now it's Haskins. He's got it. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Punching. Get in from a yard away. And his guys have taken the lead. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score. Our home team 14. Visitors 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this carries into the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. And he is not going to go anywhere. They're going to get to him behind the line, and that is going to get us to the 2-minute warning. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The 9-yard line.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jones. And that'll be incomplete. Jones took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones looking for Shepard deep. And it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And that pick just sets him up beautifully right down near the goal line.
I remember being in a defensive meeting back when I was in college, and our defensive coordinator says, we're going to call this Be Who You Are defense. D lineman, you play the run.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Adrian Peterson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Now it's Hopkins to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score our home team 21, visitors 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Chase Young. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. From the gun, Jones. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jones. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds, incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw again, Jones. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Sterling Shepard. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. From the gun, Jones. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals, because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the second half. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
So the opening play of the drive drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing Jones. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. That's caught by Penny. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
56, right there, 56. Rebound.
They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
On the carry.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Off the bootleg. Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Giants.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On 1st down, Barkley. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Jones. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Darius Slayton, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Our home team 21, visitors 14. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive 1st and 10. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 27, Haskins slings this deep from McLaurin, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Golden, too much to handle that time, gets the sack. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Barkley, a first down and more. The 30. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley. 64 yards. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Taken in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. That's complete to his tight end Sprinkle. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
And that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end, and he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Back now at FedEx Field, all even as we get ready to start the 4th. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Peterson. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and...
Now it's Haskins. Over the middle, it's complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 33. The Washington passing game dialed in now. It's a first down. Haskins will throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
2nd and 10. Back to the ground, Peterson. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Golden on the stop. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Haskins. And this is Latimer, complete. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We'll see if they can grab the lead. Either way, what a job their defense did to force the turnover on downs to set up this opportunity. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Jonathan Allen.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
On 2nd and 7, Jones. And he's got some space here. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, 4th quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And he puts it through.
Makes the score our home team 28.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a 1-score game here in the 4th. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
2nd and inches at the 35-yard line.
Now a pass hauled in downfield and able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll run on first down. Barkley, and he'll take this one down to the 36. Tackle made by Chase Young.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 36, Jones. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down. Well, interceptions have been a problem in this one. If he could have gotten his feet down here, it would have been another.
Would have been a huge one. They've had a great game taking the ball away. Thought they had another one, just unable to get those cleats in bounds.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Jones throwing on 4th down. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And as a result, possession switches hands. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Tackle made that time by Dalvin Tomlinson. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was trying to get that one out to his running back out of the backfield, but that one was read and timed perfectly, and they were able to break it up.
Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Haskins to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15 in the first.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Haskins going to try to throw it. He'll air this one out deep for Sims. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a two-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down,
Caused all of that.
it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
44-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory.
He's across.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts
It's a gain of 8.
as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
On fourth down, Jones. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one.